Hello, 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 hello. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing good. It's midweek and I'm just still in the spirit of being super pumped. Yeah. I love the excitement that emanates from being in this space. I love it so much. You guys give me so much energy. And I don't know where I'd be without every single one on this honorable platform. I love you to the moon and back. I mean it from the core of my soul. Good morning. There is something that has been pressing hard on me. I have been tossing and turning all night long to talk about this issue. It's something that I don't like to talk about much because it has very big emotional connotations for me. But somebody has to be an advocate, and this today is my job. Good morning, Sister Elizabeth. I see Lilith, Malcolm. I hope that everyone is doing good this morning. There was going to be a time and a place to address this issue, so I'm not going to go into it too much. But I had to give somebody hope this morning, and that's why I'm here. As a woman who is facing the very same kinds of issues that this lady who wrote to me and asked me to use my mouthpiece and this platform to advise all of us is the reason why I'm here this morning. You know, in our culture, in our community, unfortunately, one of the main things that is used to define a woman is your ability to have children. And if you don't have children, people treat you like garbage. And I'm here to debunk that myth right now, right here. I am 42. I don't have children. I wish I did, but I don't. A lot of people have said all manner of silly things to me in the past. You terminated pregnancies when you were young, you were a bad girl, you had abortions, you're a man, all manner of things people have said to me. All because I can't have children. Okay? Now, it's been a journey for me, myself, and I'm still on that journey. I'm not going to call it a destination. It's a journey. And it's been a journey that has a lot of emotional roller coasters. There are days when I just wake up and it feels like a ton of bricks just fell on top of me. I can't find any reason to be happy. I cry and all of that. But I'm happy to admit now that those days are rather in the minority, because in a very few short minutes after feeling like that, something kicks in and says to me, Sika, is there something seriously fundamentally wrong with you? Because look at you and the life that you have. Do you know how many people would give everything to be in your place? And that, thank you so much, Ekua Bene. I can see Sister Mercy. I can see Josie. Did I miss anyone? Sister Joyce. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Some people who have been on this journey with me for a couple years and beyond would know a lot about this, because it was something that I talked about quite an awful lot from the very beginning. Nowadays, not so much. But today I wanted to talk about this issue here because there are too many people coming in my inbox about this issue and this particular story, which, by the way, the person has given me the permission to talk about, obviously without naming names here, is that it's very stupid. I'm sorry, but I have to be just blunt here because this is something that really drives me up the wall, makes me so angry when people behave like that towards other people. And as I sat down this morning, I was thinking about something that, isn't it so fascinating that the country that my parents are from, and therefore I by association are from too, is the only place in the whole wide world that people treat women or identify women or classify women by their ability or otherwise to have children. I don't understand that. And then it's very interesting that I live in a country now where I have friends, like people that genuinely care about me. And I've known some of them since I've moved to this country. And not once has that person or those people asked me, Sika, do you have any children? How many children do you have? How comes you don't have any children? Nobody asked me that silly question. Nobody. Right? Everybody just accepts me for who I am and is pleased and blessed with whatever it is that I bring to the table in their lives. Be it advice, be it good counsel, be it a hug, be it a good dosed up cup of hot chocolate, tea, whatever, biscuits, cookies, name it. That's why some people have loved to have me and feel honored to be in and amongst people that are around me. This silly thing has got to stop, and somebody has to be the one that champions the stopping, and one of those people is gonna be me. I do not and will never entertain anyone that treats a woman like a piece of trash just because they don't have children. And I don't care what the reasons are, whether it's the fact that when they were much younger, they had terminations that were not done properly, and so now they have complications and they can't have children, whether they have fertility issues. I don't give a monkeys about none of that. Okay? Whatever the issues are, it's none of your business. And I find that, hi Solomon, hi Belle. Oh, I'm missing a lot of people. I don't know why it's not popping up on my screen. Hello, Elaine. Let's see who else is here. Sister Mercy is here and Sister Josie is here as well. It really annoys me. I'm sorry, none of you have probably seen me like this. I don't get like this much. But that story touched a nerve. That because she can't have children, her husband's gone and brought another woman into their matrimonial home. And that other woman and the husband have kicked this woman into the guest room, and the two of them are at it. Like there's so much disrespect just because this woman doesn't have children. And she's down on her knees like a kick in the gut, and she can't do anything. She can't function just because of everything that is being meted out to her. And I'm like, and you're sitting down and you're taking it? Because there's no way in hell I'm going to take nothing like that. I don't really know what the issues are with some of us women. And I know that if you really, truly, seriously want to have children and you can't, it's a kick in the gut. I know. Because you wish you had somebody that you can show so much love to, but for whatever reason, you can't. The fact that you can't have children should not be what defines you as a human being. And you know, the things that you allow to happen are the things that people are going to do to you, whether you like it or not. I, for one, can't have children. I think I've pretty much come to a place of acceptance of that, because medically, I can't naturally have children. And yeah, everybody comes to me, but you can have IVF, but you know, there are all these things, as if I live in a different planet and I can't read and I can't see that those options are available. I know about that. I've lived this life for 42 years. And counting. So I know all about that. But you know, there's also something about whether something is going to work for you or not. I know my body. I've lived in this body for all those years that I've just told you about. And so nobody can be an expert about my own body apart from me, because I know what goes on in it. I live with it. I am a spirit living in this body of mine. And so I know it full well, better than anybody else can. The only person that knows me more than I know myself is up in heaven. Everybody else, I know myself. I'm an own expert in my own body. So that's not going to be an option for me. And I don't owe you no explanations about why I'm not going down that line neither. You see, there needs to be lots of us women who have balls and everything's in between that are able to stand out and stamp out this horrible thing that people are mettering out to my sisters in the hood just because they can't have children. Having a child does not define you. If you can have it, farewell and good. Go and have your children. If you can't, you can't. You haven't killed anybody the last time I checked just because you can't have children. You haven't committed any crime just because you can't have children. And you know, some men can't live with women who can't have children. And hey, each to their own. If you want a woman who can have children, go and find you one. But me, I can't. Okay? So anybody who chooses to be with me needs to understand this from the get-go, that Sika can't have children, and I'm okay with that. There are some women who can have all the children, the twins, and the balls, and the everything, and triplets. But they've chosen not to have kids. You know why? Because they don't think that they can be good parents to the children. So they have consciously made the decision that they ain't going to have no children. And that's okay too. So if some people in the countries that have been exposed to in a Western culture even have the ability to choose, I actually physically know somebody who has done everything to make sure she never has children. Like, it's just never going to happen. Because she doesn't want children. Such a beautiful, amazing woman. Oh, she had children. But she doesn't want to have children. She just doesn't, because she doesn't think that she's in a position where she can love those children and provide for them as much as she would have wanted to. And it's not a question of money. She has a lot of money too. But she's made that decision that, look, I don't have it in me to be a parent. I don't want this. So she has chosen not to have children. It is only in our African culture and in our African traditions that people make having children the end all and be all. And I used to envy all the people that had children. And when people would tell me that, oh, Sika, you don't know what you're missing. You wish that you could just be by yourself and just have your peace. And you can't, because once you have the children, they're here and you need to pay attention to them. You need to be there for them. You don't know how lucky you are. When people used to say that to me, I used to get so pissed off. What are these people saying? Do they know how much pain I'm in? How can somebody be saying this to me? But guess what? My siblings have children. I spend an awful lot of time with them when I can. And I love my nieces and nephews. Oh, I love them so much. But it's not easy. And it costs a lot of money and a lot of time. There's no way you can have children and just do what you like. The children determine what you're able to do. Sister Lilliet says it's a choice and we're entitled. Oh, Sister Mathaline, God bless you. I love you too, my darling. Enough is enough of this abuse. And you know, the most interesting thing about all of this, and I'm going to come back for part 2 of this because I'm so mad. So I'm going to leave it here in a few minutes and cool my nerves down. On Friday, I have a lot of time. I'm going to come back and we're going to have this conversation properly. But today, I just wanted my sister to have some hope and some peace. It's why I turned on this camera. So be on the lookout for part 2. But the saddest thing about this whole issue is that the people that are committing these atrocities and treating women like trash are women too. It's like, hello, didn't you realize that the fact that somebody can have children is already painful enough for the person? They don't need constant reminders. They don't need you to put up billboards around the place to remind them that they haven't had children. Do you know how many people have lost their life because they tried so hard against all the odds, against all the medical advice, against everything, and they still went and did things that they were not supposed to do, and today they're 6 foot under? If I followed a lot of the advice that I was given, I probably would be 6 foot and under too. But I thank God that in my case, I have an amazing family. It's funny that my parents, the man and woman who gave birth to me, have never in their whole lives given me no pressure about, hey, Sika, you have to have the children. We need our grandchildren. Never, ever. And it will never happen either. Ever. And yet there are some wannabes who never played any role in my life, didn't ever make a hot cup of chocolate or coffee or tea for me, who have made it their business about whether I'm going to have children or not, and how many I'm going to have, and your time is going, and you have to hold on to faith, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. People are sending me all kinds of things. Go and see this guy. I guarantee you that when you see this man, there's nothing that God cannot do. And I know God is able to do whatever he wants to do. But you know what? If God's going to give me a child, then he's just going to make it happen. Because me, I am not going to do nothing. God is just going to have to make it happen all by himself. I am not doing anything to help him. Nothing. Mine is just to live on the surface of this planet and fulfill the destiny that he has appointed me to fulfill. That is my mission. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about anything else. So please, 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 let's leave women alone who can't have children. Let's just leave people alone to live in peace and deal with their issues. For me, being alive, healthy, whole, able to speak and have my being is more important to me than having children. And I tell you, the love that I have from the people that have been there from day one, who have seen what it has cost me to be living in a woman's body and not be able to do the one thing that some people say is what is going to define me as a woman. I want you guys to confirm, do I look female or do I look male? Because the last time I checked, I still have boobs. They're there. These are mine. It's all mine. It's not some inherited something. Okay? So I still have female features. I still sound like a woman, I hope. But I can't have children. If you can't live with that, then that's your problem. And you can leave my page if you want to, because I don't have children. If that somehow makes me, inadequate, you can go. And I'm fine with that. But right now, my circles are very small. I only entertain the people who love me more than sense. And, I don't entertain negative energy. I don't like bad energy. I want to save my peace. And that is what I'm doing. And I protect it and I guard it with everything. As soon as you come with some vibe that I don't like, boom, you're gone. Don't want to know. And so I'm advising my sisters who can relate to what I'm saying. It's time for you to take charge of your life and don't allow anybody to treat you like a doormat just because you can't have children. Enough is enough. Canada is amazing, my brother Yao, and I love it. Especially Calgary. It's the best place to be in the whole wide world. I love you so much. I'm going to pack this here because the emotions are getting a bit much. But on Friday, I promise you, I have a lot of time. We are going to do part 2 of this, and we're going to delve in and talk about a whole host of issues. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. God bless you. Stay beautiful. Stay handsome. And please, men, if you know any woman who can't have children, support them and love them. They need that. They don't need no love, no hate, no pain. More than they're already feeling. I'm doing so good, Obakate. How are you, my darling? I'll catch you on Friday. I love you so much. But women, we got to cut it out because it's not fair. It is not good. It's not fair. It's not nice. It is not cool. Don't do it. I love you. Bye-bye.